A day after the Patriots fell to the New Orleans Saints 28-13 at Gillette Stadium in Week 3, some injury news trickling out about Patriots that left Sunday's game. Most notably, running back James White did indeed suffer a subluxation of the hip during yesterday's loss to the Saints. This most likely means that White will go on injured reserve. No timetable right now for James White's return, and no word on whether or not this is season ending for the Patriots veteran running back, but one of the team captains, a go-to receiver for Mac Jones in the early going of the season, and somebody that really seemed to put a difficult 2020 season both on and off the field behind him for the 2021 campaign, and looked like the old James White until that injury yesterday on a run to the left side, went into the Saints sideline and did not get up and had to be carted off the field in the first half against New Orleans. It is a hip subluxation for James White, and an IR stint is likely for the Patriots running back. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick also informed us on Monday morning that linebacker Juwan Bentley left the second half against the Saints with an injury. So Bentley's absence from that final drive against New Orleans was indeed injury related. And lastly, Bill Belichick also mentioned that it's a possibility that wide receiver N'Keal Harry, who is eligible to return off the injured reserve this week for the game against the Buccaneers, could indeed return to practice as early as Wednesday and get back out on the field for the Patriots. The N'Keal Harry we saw in training camp certainly looked a lot better than the N'Keal Harry in the first two seasons with the Patriots, so it is possible that Harry will return on Sunday, according to the head coach, for the Patriots matchup against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick also was asked a series of questions this morning on the radio, then again in his media availability early Monday morning about the matchup with Tom Brady. Speaking about Tom Brady's free agency on the Greg Hill Show on WEEI, here is what Patriots head coach Bill Belichick had to say about Tom Brady's departure.
A player like Tom Brady returning who spent so much time here, what is that like for you when it comes to preparing for him football-wise, but also when you look back on how much time you two spent together here on this team?
Right. Well, yeah, it's two totally different questions. I mean, yeah, Tom and I had I feel like a good relationship and a lot of production, obviously, while we were together, and I enjoyed coaching Tom, and he was a great player for us. Sunday night we lined up across from Tampa, and not just him, but the entire team. They're obviously a very good team, so that's all about our team competing against Tampa's team. That's like it is every week. But there's guys on New Orleans, and Chris Hogan, and there's guys every week that we've been on our team, or guys that are on our team that have been on their team, and certainly Tom's a special player. I'm not trying to put him in the same category as a guy who was here for a year or something like that. But at the same time, it's you compete against the team you're playing against, and that's what you do.
Bill, over the course of you and Tom's time together, you said dozens of times that there was no quarterback you would rather have. When did that change?
No, it never changed.
So you wanted Tom to re-sign here after the 2019 season?
Yeah, well, I think we've been through all the dynamics of that. There were a lot of things there that, he looked at his options and made his decision. And we weren't as good an option as Tampa. So, you'd have to ask him about all that, but that's really, it wasn't a question of not wanting him.
Patriots are continuing their corrections and looking at the tape from Sunday's loss to the New Orleans Saints on Monday. On Tuesday, they will officially turn the page to Tom Brady and the reigning Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we will have you completely covered for Brady Week all week long on Patriots CLNS and on Patriots Press Pass on YouTube. 2 Patriots Beat episodes coming your way, a whole lot of coverage down at Gillette Stadium this week, and we will be there for the showdown on Sunday Night Football next weekend. So keep it right here for all your Patriots coverage. CLNS Media's Patriots coverage is brought to you by the Legends brand. High-performance apparel with style and comfort that you will want to wear all day long. Use the promo code PATS20 for 20% off your first order. That is legends.com.